Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince and I went to a film school where I completed a 3-year degree in animation filmmaking. And today I thought let's share my story of how I got into a film school because it wasn't easy, it was full of confusion. And I know what I went through, a lot of people go through where they are indecisive, they don't know what they want to do in life, they don't know how to get where they want to. So maybe this video comes in handy for them. At least that's my hope. So without any delay, let's get into it. Now I'm not gonna start, oh, I was born in this time and I went to school. No, let's just get to the point. It was 2015, time for my 12th. And because everyone around me wanted it, so even I thought I'll do engineering. Bad idea. Everyone was joining coaching institutes, to prepare for IIT, JEE, etc. So even I thought I'll also do it. And honestly, that was the worst time of my life. It wasn't meant for me. Now from early on, I had an incline toward creative arts, but I chose science because अरे साइंस ले लो उसके बाद सारे ऑप्शंस खुले रहते हैं. Now I don't know if I was lucky or it was fate, it was destiny, but few things happened one after the other that made it very clear what I want to do and what I don't want to do in life. Now at the coaching center, I was going through the bad phase of my life. I was actually a very active student. I used to sit at the first bench, always be active in class. But in the coaching, there was a time where I used to sit at the last bench and I had no idea what was going in the class. What was the professor saying? It was just going all over my head. I just used to flip pages and wait for it to all end so I can go home. And during this time, I think it was December, where we had a session on filmmaking by the college which I went to later. And that really opened my mind that what is around, what all I can do after 12th, and it's not just engineering. And just after that, there was a filmmaking competition announced, which was at a national level, and I participated in it with my friends. And I think we won the third prize in Goa, not nationwide. And even before the competition, I was clear what I want to do. I want to go to a film school. I want to get into films. But the problem was, it's an expensive course. But more than that, it is something very new, very different. I don't know anyone who has done it. There's no reference point. What is the future in this? What job will you get? Etc. 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 And that's a big deal for the parents. At least what I assumed would be. I really didn't have the guts to go to them and say, I want to do this course. Because I was the one who told them I want to go to a coaching institute. I want to get to engineering. And that was pretty expensive. But the next thing that happened just made it very clear for me. It was my computer science practical exam, that mock-up exam you have before the board exams, where they just give you the test and ask you questions and all of that, the viva thing. And my sir called me for the viva. He asked me a few questions and then he asked me what you want to do next, what is your plan. And I really liked computer science. I was really good at it. I wanted to get into that, and after that I'll get into the films and animation and everything. And then he told me, why do you want to do that first 4 years you study this and then you want to go into something which is not connected at all. And I was like, okay, interesting. And he asked me one question: do you want to be in front of the computer, making something, creating something, or do you want to be at the back end where you create things that people can use? And I think that just made everything clear to me. Now 2 months before the board exams, I told my parents Akash is not working out, I'll stop going, I'll focus on the board exams, that's pretty much important. And they agreed to it. And I only told my sister what I really want to do, what is my plan after board exams. And then of course she told to my parents. Now I knew it that they know it, and they knew it that I know it, but we didn't talk. And when the board exams got over, I sat with my father, we talked about it. And he said, you told me you want to join coaching center, crack JEE, and then whatever you ask for, you can do it. And I was like, okay, that means it's not happening. But I tried, studied for it, gave different entrance exams as usual. And while returning back from the last one, my father asked me, do you really want to get into that college? I was like, yes. And he's like, okay. And then we went to that college, got admission there. They also take an entrance exam, they take interview, etc. It was quite simple. And the reason to choose that college was that they give you a degree by Tata Institute, which that time no institute gave. It was mostly a diploma. Story is not over. Wait. Now, I got my admission. I got a letter that, I've been admitted and you have to pay the fees by this date of whatever. And it was quite expensive, I have to say. But then, just 2 days after that, the JEE results came, and you would not believe it. I cleared JEE, and the cutoff was 100, I got 101. And I was really surprised. And over that, none of my friends who were, applying for entrance exam or anything, no one cleared JEE, who were way better than me in studies. So I don't know what it was. It was a miracle for me because I didn't expect that. I think I even calculated how much I'll get according to what I answered. And it was pretty 60, 70 maybe. So I was shocked. And I even thought maybe they misprinted it, it's not 101. But then, the society pressure. Oh, you cleared JEE. Go for advance, you'll get into IIT. Nothing bigger than that, no one in our family has done it. But the thing was, my parents were very clear. They asked me, what do you want to do? I said, no, I don't want to do that. They asked me, just give the exam for advance. I'm like, okay, I'll give it, but I'm not going to study. I will not go through that again. That is torture, no. And then they said, if you don't want to study, then leave it. No point of it. And yeah, that's pretty much the story. I went to the college, spent 3 years there, learned a lot, applied it a lot, made few films, got a job, was working. COVID happened, came back home, and now I'm running the channel, which is based on films. Where what I learned in my course, I apply that and talk about it and share it with all of you. So that was the story. If you're still around, let me know if you have any questions in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. I will be making more videos on these topics about film school, what I learned there, was it worth it, etc. So to get that, do subscribe. And if you like this video, do hit the thumbs up button, share it, and I'll see you next time.